Alright, because Arlene, you asked nicely, I'm going to test your map as well. So this is going to be on Hurt Me Plenty, standard GZ Doom settings, no comp levels. I've seen your map in screenshots, and I remember it looked quite pretty, but I haven't played it, I don't really know anything about it, so there's a completely blind run. So, map 12, I think, Brosia, alright. Yeah, I remember this combination of the green and the red torches. I always think it looked nice. Alright, so we're in Hell, and there's Clips. It's nice, it's pretty. I like that little platform at the top there. Nice sort of incidental geometry. Alright. Health, should I need it? Other side. More health, should I need it? Alright. Nope, shouldn't jump. I remind Lib to turn jumping off in the settings. Ugh. That's a lot of shotguns. You gonna shoot? That's the chain gunner. Move, 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 move! And yes, the health now comes in handy. For real? Okay, I'm gonna auto light save because I'm cheap. Where were you? There! %6 health. Healthy. I like this room. It's pretty. Get all the armor, get all the health. Okay, so we're with all 3 keys. Need red. Okay. Let's go this way first. Get ourselves the chain gun. Nice. That was a nice trap. I know I pegged it like a coward, but still, it was a nice trap. Alright, let's try it this way. Yeah, can you get down the stairs? No. You might want to, I don't know how it lines up with the rest of the map, but presuming this is separate, you could just shunt the entire section back a bit, like double the width of the steps. That way Mr. Hell Knight can wander down the stairs. He isn't just kind of stuck up there. In fact, can anything get down these stairs? You can't, you're way too fat. Yeah, go and take him out. Why did I shoot him? So, clear some of these guys at the edge. Yes! Fight! Die! This is a really pretty map. I'm loving all the marble and all the colours. I know this is GZ Doom making it look nice, but it's lush. Feels like those guys got softened up a little bit. I'm not objecting. For 1,000 lines, that's a lot of detail here. It actually makes for a really nice change. I mean, some of the other maps I've been playing earlier have real scope to them because they're limited to 1,000 lines. It's just a kind of a bit blocky, but this feels like you've kept the detail in. I mean, all this background here and the shapes here, it doesn't feel like you're skimping on the details. It's nice. That's what that little area was for. Okay. That said, and I'm usually not one for asking for more danger, but that was a kind of bit incidental, really. They didn't really pose much of a threat. Some flying monsters, like a couple of cacos or a pain elemental, that I think would shake the battlefield up a little bit more. Just a rev and some lost souls was, it's alright. I like the music too. Oh, yes. I completely no idea where to go there. This is other room. Again with the lovely detail. This has a real sense of place. I really like it. Oh crap. Shit. Where did that come from? That you? Am I meant to have been getting that easier? Because you might want to move that. If that's just meant to be a picker, you probably want to move it slightly closer to the edge of the line def. Ah. Okay. You see, he's getting stuck on the torches. Let me just cheat for a sec. Freeze it. So if you come around here, if you put a block monster line, if you have any spare, like across here, it means he won't get caught between the torches, and when going after the player, he'll wander round. You could probably do the same here, actually, just to kind of move up the flow a bit. There we go. Now here's a question. That activated after I picked up the key. If I had just walked backwards, would this have never opened up? You might want to double check that the trigger lines are wider than the circumference or the radius of the key. Oh, armor. What did that do? I legit have no idea what that did. No, I'm sure it did something. Anyone else pop out? Probably. And then, yeah, yellow key. do wonder, did you put that rev in the other one to make me check this cubbyhole to discover it's a lift? Because if you did, that's quite clever. Ooh, nice trap. These both the same. Always try the other one first. Okay. Is this like a secret that I can run across? I don't think so. I doubt it. Alright. There we go. Would have been disappointed if there wasn't something there. I have to say, this central room is so cool. It kind of feels like it could do with a bigger fight. Like this, the one rev coming out of here, I thought was going to be, oh, there's going to be like 2 or 3 revs, or 4 or 5, and it would have been like running around in circles and stuff. Like, maybe you could do something like when you walk through here, and I'm presuming this is the exit, and these 2 guys walk out, like spawn in a bunch of stuff behind the player, like so when they backtrack, they get bumped into them. Just, I don't know. Very, very pretty. The ceiling looks a little bit odd. A vanilla trick, if you want to get rid of that, is take the ceiling and just drag the whole thing upwards. Don't texture in the insides of the hole, so you kind of have this hole in the ceiling with untextured on the sides. What happens is the game draws the surrounding flat across the hole. So in vanilla anyway, as long as you're sort of, it's high enough up, it just looks like it's flat. So that way you can have a different color on the ceiling as the floor. And in GT Doom, they actually wrote in some custom code that emulated that to have the same effect. So even though I'm looking up, it would look flat over. It would just look a little bit neater because that just kind of stands out a bit. Plus, it doesn't add any. Oh, it would actually. It would add 4 lines. If you have 4 lines to spare, that's an option. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. That's the exit. There you go. I really like that. That did not feel like 1,000 lines at all. If anything, it was slightly gentle on Hurt Me Plenty. Not too bad. I wouldn't, not loads more, but just a couple of the fights felt like they could be slightly more dangerous. I mean, you could always, to counteract, like stick more health in. I mean, there's nothing, having like fewer enemies and fewer health is not as good as more enemies and more health, even though the overall difficulty might be the same. It just makes it for a slightly more interesting map. But overall, yeah, really good job. I really like that one, and I might be stealing some of those like torch effects with all the various colors in my future maps. Very nicely done. Good job.